Hey guys, and welcome back to the Red Auerbach challenge, as we're calling it now. Kind of made the change the name midway through it, but I'm pretty excited. We just put the first videos live in this series, and as I'm going for it here, currently my status on this, I have 8 titles. It's 1959, so to beat Red Auerbach, I need 3 titles in the next 10 seasons. Realistically, or that's to tie him, I need 4 in the next 10. And I don't really know what we're going to do after that. Maybe we'll continue this if you guys want, and see if I can maybe recreate with another team. I definitely want to make sure that I get up to current day, sim a little bit in the future even, and then get a look at all the records for everyone, but I guess we'll see when we get there. So with that, let's just go straight back right into it here, and yeah, we'll just I think our lineup is already set to how I want it. We did not have good progs at all. We're still one of the best teams, but we're definitely not as good. Tyreek really has regressed the last 2 seasons. Damn. Alright, we'll send to the All-Star game. Oh, I have too many players. Alright, Michael Jackson. No, for some reason I thought that was Mark Jackson, but it was Michael. That's an oops. Don Busey, I think it's Don Busey, and Alonzo Mourning. Alright. There we go. And with that, we'll sim. Honestly, I don't know if I'm going to go to the trade deadline, because I think I want to make moves here. So, we're definitely not as good as we were last season. Sorry, a little under the weather today. But is what it is. Must go on. Alright, so I'm going to try to make some moves. I think I'm going to move. I don't really want to move any of my big 3. They're still putting up stats. So I think what I'll do is I'll focus on trading for another quality star, potentially. Let's see. Could get Michael Smith, and he's been playing well, but not great. If I get picks, too, that'd be cool. Ooh, this is actually a really solid pickup. Yeah, I think I'll run this one. Smith and Boucher. Dave DeBusschere. My dad used to tell me stories when he watched Dave DeBusschere and the Knicks. It was kind of like the thing that my grandfather and my dad used to do together, was listen to Knicks games and Giants games on the radio, and watch them from time to time. That was like the thing that they did while they were working outside, I guess. So because they were in the broadcast zone back in the day. I guess the New York broadcast zone was what they got for all the games up here. For some reason, I guess TV deals and such are weird. I mean, even today they wreak havoc with NFL games having like horrible AFC matchups streamed and such. So we did okay this season. We actually tied the Knicks, but this time we finish run and play against Syracuse, led by Joe Smith. But I think our team is very top heavy. We have, yeah, definitely very top heavy. Humphreys looks like a real star though. We have fairly good distribution, but we are missing our starting shooting guard. So we'll see if that hurts us in round 1. Not really. Blowley continues to be like the best player in league history so far. Let's see, yeah, we lost to him. He'll probably go on to win a championship. No, the new king is in town, Marquise Johnson. All right. So let me see if I can make a move here, because this is a horrid draft. Absolutely horrible. Wow. That's kind of strange. This is, I think, the worst draft I've experienced in a while. All right. Let's see. We'll take Tyreek Evans. He'll come back. Still playing at fairly high PER. Glenn Robinson, of course. And I think we'll keep Lanier. Let Smith go. And I don't know if I want to rebuild here. Yeah, we're definitely not going to be able to sign a star in free agency here. And I don't know if we can contend this season. So, like, I'm a shop Cliff. Anyone want Cliff Robinson? First round pick 2 years from now from a rebuilding team. First round pick from Detroit for 2 years from now. I think I'll do this Philadelphia one. And I'm just going to kind of keep trading, like, blow it up. Jalen Duren. I'm going to try to move everyone but my starters, because I think I can still contend with them. The other Cliff Robinson, that'd be funny to switch over. Maybe I can get more for just Dave DeBusch. No? Doesn't look like I can get very much out there right now for these guys. Let me see what I can get for Duren. I don't know if I want to move Humphreys, but I'm not putting it completely off the table. I can get a first round pick from New York. See, the thing is, they might lose Blomby. If they lose Blomby, that is a great deal. When's Blomby's contract? Ooh, it's after Blomby's. Yep. I'll do Duren then. And let's see if I can what I can get for Humphreys, Blow it up right here. See if I can turn it around quickly enough. I can get a first round pick next season. Wow, New York is like ready to go all in. They're willing to trade Dantley and another pick for Humphreys. Humphreys would also leave in 62 tentatively. Ooh. Grantee's only signed for one more year. They would also throw in. That's tempting. Felton would be a really solid fit, but Cantor could be a superstar. I think I'll do Felton and a first for Humphreys. Alright. Do I have anything else of value? Don't think so. Alright. Time to look at free agency here. I think I'll sign Paul Reed. And let's see, who else can I afford? This is probably going to be our worst season in a while, to be honest. I kind of want to say Johnny Flynn. We're going to be very guard heavy, I guess. Glenn Robinson, get ready to eat up those boards. All right. Hey, the Lakers are now a thing. All right. So we had a lot of horrible progs once again. I'm just kind of clean house with all these improprieties, so to speak. I'm only keeping David Thompson on because I think I could potentially get him another ring. And he was a big part of our early core, so I'm really tempted. Let's see. Anything else I want to do here? There really is nothing out there. Let's see what Kobe does. Dion Waiters once again. Shea. Any guys with potential here? Shannon Brown. Rookie Hanrahan, I suppose. Alright, so I'm going to run Paul Reed up front. How big is he? 6'9". Alright, could be worse. Glenn Robinson. We'll do Felton. Felton. Tyreek, I guess, makes sense to play at the small forward here. Alright. And if we're getting killed on the boards, I'll probably move DeBusschere in or Lucas in. Alright, let's see how we do after a month. Horrid. Absolutely horrible. Alright. That was not what I wanted to see. We are playing like shit. Alright. Cool. Yay. We're fine. Let's keep rebuilding. Shall we? Wow. When I might actually take Hashim the beat because I think he'll help my team and is cheaper. That's unfortunate. Um Good news is Glenn Robinson might have a career season. So there's that. Alright, couple second round picks. I guess we'll do one of those. Wawa Jones. That is probably one of the memeiest names I've ever seen. Alright. So I think the beat will be our starting center. And we'll stick with the same rest of our lineup. And we'll see how that does. Now since the trade deadline, and we'll see if there's any good moves we can make. Alright. So we are absolutely garbage. I kind of want to trade my future picks, thinking that they might, like, I don't think those picks, because I'm going to have to go all in to try to win the challenge, right? So, let's see how good this draft is. I think it's Joe Johnson, Weatherspoon, Yao. Ironically, this is the draft we'd want to go all in. This is the only quality draft of the next few seasons. Like, the next two seasons are just not great depth-wise. So, if there was ever a draft to go in, it would be this one. I don't know what Syracuse's record is. If I could find that out. Let's see. So, oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, so we will definitely do this one right here. I think I can get these two picks from, right? Yeah. All right. So with that, I have a bunch of picks in a really solid draft going for Joe Johnson. All right. Well, add Joe Johnson for alongside. Wait, what? I made the playoffs? What? What? That's crazy. I only won 23 games. I won 23 games. I think I got the first round pick too. All right. So playoff time. Let's see. Flynn, you can come to the bench, and I'll put in Maurice Lucas. And everyone below here won't play. I'm actually going to go like hard mode here. Alright. I guarantee we lose, but we'll see. If we win, it's going to be wow. Alright. So, while Jalen Duren was definitely not a huge addition for them, they had a phenomenal season with Bill Willoughby getting 40 points per game. Wow. One of the best seasons. It's like the David McGillen of ABA. For those of you in the multiplayer league with me. All right. Let's see how we do this round. Yeah, we didn't win a single game. Didn't expect to. That makes a lot of sense. And New York went on to win the championship, which makes a lot of sense. They're definitely my rival, my closest thing at least. Hashim the Beat somehow won awards, and Glenn Robinson didn't. What? I suppose he only played in 62 of the possible 79 games, but he was a beast. It's kind of weird to see the Beat winning an award, but all right. So we don't have a lot of players that we want to protect here. I mean, we want to protect those two. Probably want to protect probably the Beat. Probably Evans. Yeah, I don't know if there's anyone else I want to protect here, so that's fine with me. Basically using it to clear out cap. Let's see, I lost two guys there, three. I actually lost most of the guys. That's fine. All right. So I got picks 1, 4, and 5. All right. So obviously I'm picking Joe Johnson. Yeah, went. That makes sense. Deshaun Stevenson went. So obviously I'll take. Wow, that's kind of shocking. Killian Hayes. That's cool. I guess Killian Hayes makes sense here. All right, so now they'll pick Morris Wagner. That makes sense. I kind of want to say Podol is the guy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Podol. All right, so I got a really solid core out of that. Joe Johnson will be my franchise player, so to speak. I have a lot of cap room, so I think I'll just roll with that. And while I do want to re-sign Felton, I kind of think I should re-sign Felton. It's not often that you get a star like him in this early era. So, all right. Wow, there is still nothing out there. That's cool. So cool. Free agency has become a lot worse lately, I see. Honestly, just going to assume to start the season. Not much out there in free agency it's worth signing. All right. So Joe Johnson's definitely playing, no matter what. We'll run is Johnson, Felton, Weatherspoon to beat. Yeah, it works. That's a solid lineup. Um, bench wise, Tyreek will probably be our number one. We'll see how that goes. All right, to the All Star game. We're definitely significantly better than we were last season. Felton is the franchise player now, averaging 24, 5, and 11. That's super cool. Makes me look like a good GM for once. 4 All Stars, including Clarence Weatherspoon. What? Who averaged 15, 7. All right, he is cutting it as like a 4-3 guy. See, him and Glenn Robinson are like a dynamic front court duo, so to speak. I feel like Glenn Robinson though is the guy who has like all the records right now. I don't know why, but besides for Belombi though, he's probably been the best scorer in league history. He's been an All-Star every year since 1950. That's crazy. Plus he has 3 MVPs and how many rings? 4 titles. That's insane. All right. We got knocked in round 1. Of course, New York is going to go win the title there. There is no question. Wambley is a free agent. Maybe he refuses. Let's see. Probably going to resign if they can afford him. They might not be able to. Unless I misinterpreted when his free agency was and he already did resign, which I think I might have. Terrence Clark. Cool. I don't know why, but I've always liked Kent Bazemore. Super athletic when he played with Golden State, like early in his career. And while I do think the Hawks overpaid, I've always been like a casual fan of his. It's really strange, I suppose. But he's one of those guys that like. Another one is former Golden State Warrior as well, Kalina Azubuike. I played with him in one game of NBA 2K11, and I still am like, this dude has untapped potential. But like, real talk, I no, he just didn't. Once he tore his Achilles, I think he was an Achilles, just never was the same again. All right, let's see. Honestly, I'm just going to go with Jerome Roberts. Oh, my roster's full. That's even better. Cool, because there is nothing out there. This is another weak free agency. All right, time for me to go cut someone. Um, most cuttable player would probably be Ryan Bowen. All right. So we got Felton, Joe Johnson, Weatherspoon, Thabit, and Robinson once again up front. Though I think the score's definitely regressed a bit this season. I guess we'll see how it is. We're 61 overall, which I think is one of the highest ones in the league, right? Now the bankers are number. Wow, we're actually one of the lowest ones in the league. Um, yeah, I can try a trade for Blomby. Maybe that'll work. I don't know if I'm going to be able to succeed. This super team is really killing me. This is like an unheard ofly good super team. I've never experienced the AI building a team that's so dominant. I've never done this entire playthrough before, but let me see. They were here. They've only won 3 titles, and one was the first title, which was before Bolombi. Wow, Tyreek Evans, no way, dude, this guy's a legend. He was an all-star for so long. Never won MVP, but man, 4 championships, a finals MVP, scoring leader, 3-time assists leader. He's going to be another one of those guys that's like all over the record books for these early days. That's so cool. What's weird is he has shot some threes. Not much, but some. Didn't expect 3-pointers to like be in it, but I suppose they are. So we're like okay. We're a 500 team. But we beat Cincinnati somehow. How do we beat Cincy? They're basically a Tatum and Elmore Smith. Never heard of Elmore Smith before. Jack Sikma, not Smikma. Sikma is one of the most underrated players in basketball history. Dude was a legend for Seattle. Alright, so now we're against New York. No way we win this series. Yeah, we didn't even pick up a game. Lakers, come on, take them down. Nope. David Thompson retired. Tyreek Evans retired. Both, of course, made the Hall of Fame, as they should. Rackley won Most Improved Player. That's cool. Willamby, of course, doing Willamby things. Alright, so this is another weak draft. We got Marshall. Honestly, that is a super weak draft. Deep, but weak. I don't even want to re-sign the beat, but I feel like I have to because he might be the best player in the free agency. That's crazy, but this has been a weak free agency. Though he has been all-star for a while. He's been remarkably effective. Like, no joke. He's a 5-time all-star for a reason. He's incredibly solid on defense. Again, I thought in real life he was going to be pretty great. I think I mentioned that in episode 2. Oh, wow. All right. So, Enes Kanter is the guy I want to go after here. I'm going to make that happen. Yes. All right. So we'll pick up Enes Kanter, and then I'll see what I can do to get the beat back, because I'd like to bring the beat in as well. All right. So I'll pick up the beat, and then Randy Smith. It's not about signing Smith. It's about taking him away from another team. Because I think he was on the contender. I think he was on Cincinnati. I think he was a Cincinnati start. So hopefully we'll get better products this season. All right, slightly better. We got a couple positives. In this season, we'll be running with Felton, Joe Johnson, I guess Rackley, and Weatherspoon, with Glenn Robinson off the bench. A little shocked that Glenn Robinson will be off the bench this year. Did he average 20 points last season? I think he did. Yeah, 25 points. Like, he was an MVP candidate, and he's struggled with injuries lately. But dude's still a consistent as heck player. One of the GOATs. I feel like unfortunately he might go down as like the Bob Pettit of this, but that is what it is. Rackley, did you win 6th Man of the Year last year? He did. I might just keep Rackley off the bench. I feel like he does give us an edge. Though I don't want to upset him. I feel like that's the way to go. Trent Hassel makes sense. Honestly, we have a really solid team, and I'm enjoying this team. Alright, so with that, we'll go to the trade deadline. Ooh, we're good. We are good. Alright, see, 37 and 10. No 20-point seasons, though Felton is at 18 and 12, so there's that. Glenn Robinson's at 16, 9 and 3, and Enes Kanter is doing 20 almost, a little under 20 and 13. Rackley's been effective off the bench, and let's see. Wow, they're 43 and 6. They've already clinched a playoff spot. That's insane. Though they're so front loaded. If Blomby gets hurt, their team is literally effed. They have one other player over 60. So, hopefully he gets hurt. That's literally like what we're waiting on. Oh, he did get hurt for a game, but that wasn't long enough. We finished 64 and 16. Man, we're going to have a hell of a series against them. And we're against a team literally that is led by Tatum. And, of course, Sigma. But neither of those guys are going to make a difference in stopping us, I think. I think we'll just sweep them, yeah. All right, so now we're in a hell of a series here. I think it's a best of 7. Ooh, we picked up a win in game 1. Lost game 2. Lost game 3. Lost game 4. No. Yep, damn. We did lose, but we did give them a run. I don't want to be like, I'm waiting on him, but man, I feel like we might have to wait on him to leave that team, or at least start like seriously declining. He went up last season. Oh, no. I still need 3 championships here. Man, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. I really don't know. Garherd for the meme. I think Garherd was the guy on the Suns in that triple overtime finals game. And I'm pretty sure Garherd was the guy that accidentally called the timeout. And because back then it was automatic, no, it was intentional. He called it intentionally because it would get you into the penalty and stop the clock. And so that's how they are to force one of the OTs. That's right. I know things. I also, like, my dad has, like, a traumatic memory of when he was a kid during that game. He was out walking his dog, and he saw a car going, like, super fast by him. Ended up being, like, some drunk driver that got into, like, a serious accident, like, up the street. And my dad, being, like, a kid walking his dog, walked, like, right by it. And, yeah, car accidents are bad. All right, so I'm definitely gonna be overpaying Rackley here, and the thing is I want to keep this core around because I think this core could definitely be what sets me over the top if they keep developing. Like I feel like I don't have the superstar, but I might develop a really deep team and be able to beat him. I'm really hoping there isn't an expansion, because if there's an expansion, I don't know if I could do it. Hey, look, Mike Kyle and Miles Bridges were both in there. Also, I saw Steph Curry's name. I've been like, I'm never going to see Steph Curry's, but there he is. So I can sign 2 guys, so I'm going to immediately cut Hardy, and I will cut Kevin Porter, and I'll cut Randy Smith. I don't think I'll cut the Beat because he's a high PER player. I'll look at Progs in a second. So I will sign Kyle, Miles, and I will search for Curry if he's out here. He isn't. Alright, so I'll sign Darko then, I suppose. Not Dave DeBuscher, Darko, for sure. Alright, let's take a look down at our team here. Joe Johnson took a big step up, which is definitely needed because everyone else regressed in our starting 5. Oh, shoot. Glenn Robinson, no. Glenn Robinson regressed hard. I think he was still an all-star last season, though, and I'm going to roll with him, you know? I think he's going to produce pretty well for a guy that's declined a lot. Also, I low-key am, like, cheesing Rackley right now. There is a chance Trenton Hassel or Donnie Marshall. Is that Donnie Marshall? Was there a Donnie, or is it just... Is it Donnell? No, there was a Donnie. All right. So Donnell Marshall, I know from, like, when I was a kid, he was a basketball player that was, I think, on the Cavaliers. Don't really remember. I just know he was in the league, and he could shoot threes, because video games. Hey, I'm on GM games for a reason. I like video games. So, yeah. Alright, looking at Progs here, or not Progs, looking at the season. Wow. Alright, looking at the season, Glenn Robinson did okay, not great. ISO Joe was effective, but not phenomenal. Felton was great. Thompson's definitely showing decline from my stars. Rackley probably won Sixth Man of the Year, though Hassel played phenomenal this season. I guess I'm going to see if I can sell any of these guys or upgrade on any of them. Because I do have a huge amount invested in Felton and Cantor. And actually, you know what? I'm going to try to move Rackley and Weatherspoon. Maybe I can get a guy that's on a max deal. Let's see. Not seeing anyone so far. Here, let me honestly look at ratings here, and I'll sort by contract. So Yao Ming would be the guy that would probably want to be moved. And I wouldn't mind picking up Yao. He's been a 3-time All-Star, so he's been effective. He's on a big contract. So I wouldn't want to trade Joe, Cantor, Felton. But a deal involving Rackley and Pottle, I wouldn't be opposed to. Let's see. Ooh, yeah, I'll do that. All right. So that adds us one more star. And let's see. I think I'll need one final piece to pull off the upset. I almost want to say Tatum. Adding the second highest rated player in the league as a scorer, replacing Big Dog, would probably give me that last edge. So the key in the Tatum deal would be that I wouldn't want to trade anyone who's a ton of value. They added a first as well. I will gladly do that. Now I'll bring in Dave Busher. And oh my god, I think I'm going to bring back Jeremy Lin. Elfrid Payton was good last season, I think. 2 seasons ago. He was solid for Cincinnati. He's like been one of Cincinnati's longtime guards, so worth it. And Jeremy Lin, part of my meme draft class. I do want to see where all those guys went. So we'll go scroll down to Jeremy Lin here. He was drafted in my 1994 class. So I drafted Fredette, who played in 69 games. Tapes High played in 0. Babe, between two of them is 69. Nice. Darko Milanic. Alright, he's been okay, but not great. He was a 4th pick. Jeremy Lin. I remember I traded for Darko. And Kyle Korver. Honestly, this was a horrible draft. Horrible draft right here. That was one of the worst classes, I think, because I had a lot of ammunition. And damn. But now I have Tatum and Busher, so yeah, we got that going for us. All right, so our starting lineup will be Yao, Cantor, Tatum, Joe Johnson, Felton, with Weatherspoon, Hassel, Milanic, but Glenn Robinson will be our primary 6th man here. And let's see how that goes. I think we can do it. Jason Tatum at a 10 steal game. Yeah, we are on a roll. Including, wow, 68 and 12. Yeah, I think I did it. I think I pulled it off. All right, here we go. Yeah, there we go. Now we're against LA. Jamal Crawford. Oh, and Rackley. Rackley's playing really well. And Sidney Lowe, who I think was the... Who was it, Sidney Lowe? I think it was Sidney Lowe, who was like a bust on the Celtics. It was supposed to be a big name. So he ended up winning. Glenn Robinson retires. We won the Super Team achievement. Felton won. We had 4 All-League first teams, but Felton on the All-League second team won Finals MVP. Joe Johnson, Most Improved Player. We'll take a look at the career of Glenn Robinson. So he played for Cincinnati, won 3 straight MVPs with Baltimore, and then played with Boston from 1956 till 1965. He'd finished his career with a ridiculous 5 championships, 3 MVPs, and a 15-time All-Star, with his only non-All-Star season coming this last season. An absolute beast of a career. I think he's probably the league's all-time scorer. I wish there was an all-time scoring tab, but alas, there is not. But that'd be great. All right, so all teams, career totals. There we go. Okay. Now I got might have to zoom out a little bit for this one here, but 1 second. We'll just pop out the window a little bit, and I need to do it a little bit more. No problem. We'll bring it back though. See, I normally play it like super zoomed out, so I don't normally experience this. But all right, so all-time points, Bill Wilby. Unfortunately, he finished at number 2. Let's see. All-time blocks goes to Marquise Johnson, who's still in the league, and then Wilby's right behind him. Most rebounds currently owned by Biedrins, but Wamby's right there. Who's the all-time leading passer? Alfred Payton, who just retired. Huh. We didn't make the Hall of Fame. That's unfair. Tyreek Evans is right there, though, and Felton is chasing. Though I think he probably won't quite get there. We'll see. All right, now, who's made the most threes? 119 by James Young, probably? James Young. Damn, I wish he worked out for the Celtics. That was so disappointing. I was so hyped for him. Just because I played games with him in him as like a prospect, and he always became like a quality star, and then just nothing. All right, so which title number was that? Team history. That was our 9th. So I need 3 more in 5 seasons. Let's see if I can do it. All right, can't be Russell. You were a pretty good scorer. You'll work. Names I don't recommend or don't remember. Don't recommend them because I don't remember them. All right, let's take a look here. Felton, you'll come back. Hassel, you'll come back. Everyone else, maybe Donnie Marshall, you'll come back. Yeah, and then everyone else can go. All right. Sending to preseason, and then I'll fill them out. Wow, not much out there. We'll sign Rondo. We'll sign Derek Zimmerman. Cool. And Clifford Robinson, right? Yeah, why not? You've played a few games around the league. All right. Let's see how progs went. So, Cantor and Ming both going down a little bit. Tatum goes up, but Joe Johnson crashes. This is going to be a strange season, and I don't think a successful one. Though last season we were great. We did lose a lot of players to retirement. I'll send to the All-Star game here, but I think we should be one of the better teams. Yeah, we're playing great. But that's because we're so deep. We have like a 6-deep rotation or 7-deep rotation of quality guys. All 7 players over 13 points or 13 points before Hassel briefly dropped down. Tatum is the franchise centerpiece. Hype. Tatum carrying the Celtics. You know what that is, though. All right. And with that, we'll go to the playoffs here. All right. 75 wins. First 75 win team. I think first 70 win team, right? Let's take a look. Imagine they would have won a championship if they won 70. We got 66, 64, 60, 61. Yeah. First 70 win team. We won 75 games. That's insane. I mean, Cantor better win, or not Cantor. Tatum, honestly, if he doesn't win MVP is rigged. Rigged. Because, like, Wamby, he couldn't get his team to 70 wins. I mean, he played well, but he didn't play good enough. I mean, I kind of called it. That team just had nothing around him. Though they have Cliff Robinson. So they have a former MVP, I think. No, he didn't win MVP. Wow. Kind of imagined he did. But no. He only really had a couple good seasons. only averaged 20 points 3 times in his career, all with me. That's really strange when you think about it. But, yeah. He also only won 7 championships. Come on. Easy mode. Which we are not on. We're on normal, I think. I think it was normal. Alright. Cool. We swept them, and now we'll destroy St. Louis. Yep. Alright. I think with that, I'm 2 away now. Though we have an expansion draft, and God, those don't go well. Tatum did not win MVP. Landry Fields, my homie from New York. Landry Fields was such a good story, such a good two-way player when he played for the Knicks. And he had great chemistry with Jeremy Lin. All right, I do have enough to cover all the players that matter, though. So, did I lose one of them? Nah. Right? No. All right. Let's see. I guess we'll also take those two. We're gonna lose Garherd. Yep, we lost Garherd. Always gotta lose someone important to me. Okay, we don't have a draft lottery, but this was the first draft lottery that was a coin flip, which is pretty cool. I love that that was added. That's such a good Easter egg. I love it. Rick Carlisle, coach. Joe Johnson wants a big contract. That's cool. You're going to be the highest paid player in league history. $500,000. We're not even in the 70s. I remember when Walton, I think Jordan was was it Walton? I think Walton was the $1 million. And that was in like 78, I want to say. I don't remember if it was 78 or not. It was something weird, though. And then he missed a lot of time, too. Let's see. I guess I'll sign Dantley. Why not, right? DJ Augustine. I thought he was going to be great. Alas, he wasn't. Alright. So, we'll return with a similar core as to last season, and the same starting lineup. Hassel will be our sixth man again, with Weatherspoon key off the bench as well. And we have declined as our team gets older, but I think we'll be fine. I think Felton's like really established himself just in this consistent spot. He's now a really consistent point guard. 4-time assists leader too. When's the next good draft? This coming class, including first MVP Bob Pettit, I think second all-time leading scorer Karl Malone, Hall of Famer Tim Duncan, and Anfree Hardaway, aka Penny Hardaway. And is that Daquan Cook? Darwin Cook. Cool, never heard of him. So let's see. Standings? Or no. We're gonna go to league power rankings, right? Yeah. And the worst team is Chicago by a mile. I think former first overall pick, Tom Gugliotta, has just floundered for them. But either way, I'm coming for their picks. And I'm not going to let any of these guys get traded for. No one that's going to hugely increase their team. Alright, what if I contemplated including Weatherspoon? Nope. Okay. See, the thing is, I don't necessarily need the best overall pick. Any of the good ones will do. So, Los Angeles. That is a horrid roster they have put together. Steph Curry and Nicholas Batum in the age of no threes. So Clarence Weatherspoon for their first overall pick, for their first round pick. It's my first round pick. and you can include the contract of Jack Schweinman and see if that works. All right. So I think there's 3 really good players, right? 4. We want one of the top 3. Let's see. Detroit Muscle, I guess. They have Rackley now. That's weird. They made a trade for him too. I'm gonna check that trade out in a second. All right. I'll do Sherman Douglas in that pick, and as long as I don't trade him, I'm okay. All right. So I will exclude my stars. Put in Weatherspoon because I think Weatherspoon will be the key to getting a deal done. In all honesty. Nope. All right. Cool. Nothing like getting boxed out of doing trades. So I guess we're going to have to win this season, right? Because I need to get to 11 by 69. Currently, I'm at 10. So I need to get 2 of these last 3. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. We didn't win 70, but, well, we won a whole lot more than the next team at 69. Assuming we're healthy, we shouldn't have any issue. Let's see, who's Baltimore got? Well, I said I was going to take a look at the league's standings, and I was going to just go to Cincinnati. No, Detroit. Detroit has our former player, right? Yeah, they have Luther Rackley, and they got him in a trade for Greg Brown. Maybe he's good. Ephraim Burns. Nope. They basically give up nothing to get Rackley. Yep, they gave up literally nothing to get Rackley, who I had traded for a sizable haul. Alright. We are once again against New York, our rival, though they finally do have a falling slowly Bill Wallaby. But my team is just really solid. A great season from Tatum. Yao, of course. Yao was a great pickup from Los Angeles. Felton has been consistently solid as well. So, let's see. We shouldn't have a problem. No. All right. We're against Golden State Warriors and Luka Doncic. Oh, no. Doncic before threes, but he almost averaged a triple-double. Oh, and he's only 20 years old. Oh, shoot. No. Oscar Robertson time. All right, so we did pick up the win. Tatum with Finals MVP, but he's coming. Doncic era is coming. Luka Doncic era. He won Rookie of the Year. Of course he did. Like anyone thought he wouldn't. Let's see. If I auto select, it's not too bad. I think I'd actually keep the auto select, to be honest. I hadn't played around with that. Probably saved me a lot of time. Campy Russell got picked. That's unfortunate. Though it was a while before Donnie Marshall got picked. This was actually surprisingly strong, including Joakim Noah. I thought Joakim Noah would probably be a good fit for this era, but alas. I miss out on such a strong draft. I'm looking at this great draft. I'm going to get Abdel Nader. Abdel Denier? I don't know. I don't produce 4 names great. That's unfortunate for me. Apologies. Alright. So I think I've tied it now, right? Yeah, so I need one more championship. So I'm going all in here. I'm going to bring on Steph Curry. I'm going to bring on Miles Bridges. There's like nothing out there. Wow. I'm not signing Wanamaker. I do not like Wanamaker at all as a Celtics fan. Not one bit. Alright. let's see. Can we do it? We have to win this season. I don't think we have much time. Like I do not think that this team would be able to put up a decent run next year. It's really declining quickly. I suppose we'll see. CJ Walker might be our saving grace. Because we either have to win this season or next season to beat it. We've tied it. Alright, strong start to the season. Yao Ming's doing great. Cantor's doing fine. Joe Johnson's doing okay. Felton's doing Felton. How many All-Stars we end up with? Just 3? The league's getting deeper. Power rankings wise, we're number 1, but Philadelphia is going to be our main contest in the East. Josh Childress, Brad Miller, and a really solid team. Great. That's not what I wanted to see. Josh Childress, weird fun fact about him, he's the first player I knew that played in a European basketball league. Because he left the Atlanta Hawks before the lockout season, and the first season I started following basketball, he was actually overseas, and then he came back, and it was like a big deal, like who's going to sign Josh Childress, and then he like literally was just the rest of his career, and like I was just like, oh, well, European basketball clearly isn't like as great as NBA, and then like 3 years later, I learned like the 2002 boom where there's a bunch of players that came over, and like you have Tony Parker, Pau Gasol, Marc Gasol, and it kind of just blew my mind because Josh Childress was how I learned about European basketball, and I guess it was just unfortunate. Like I was learned by somebody that just wasn't great, or I learned via somebody that just wasn't great. So looking here, we got Boston versus Baltimore. We'll definitely pick up that win. And now we're against Philly. This is the real challenge. This is the team that might knock us. Ooh, oh. All right, we got 3-1 lead. Hype. Jason Tatum with a triple double. Wait. Oh. Okay. 46-point triple double. And with that, we did it. We beat the challenge. Yao Ming picking up Finals MVP in 1968. Entering an expansion draft here. What's the expansion team? Milwaukee or Phoenix? I kind of want to say, now that I've won it, switch over, right? I think I'll stay with Boss Phoenix. I'm going to try to take down my own team. Alright. I'm just playing a judgment call there. Haven't run by the producers or anything. I'll slide this over. Okay. Braun, no, I missed out on Brawny. That's unfortunate. Alright. Let's see what I got. Unfortunate, I wasn't super invested in that, so that's why I didn't like tab out or anything. Shoot. I'd love to get any of those guys, but I'm going to get stuck with Chris Mills or Rod Strickland. No! Oh, no. That's unfortunate. It's like disappointment incarnate. Dennis Johnson it is. Hal Greer, hype. Hey, I got 2 Hall of Famers. Granted, they're like low-tier Hall of Fame, if that's a thing. I feel like low-tier Hall of Fame is a thing, but I feel like people might disagree with me on that. So I could pull in Rackley. He might put up some really good stats this season. It's kind of tempting. I think I'll pull in Rackley. There's no way we're going to be able to win a championship here, but we did it. We did beat the Red Auerbach record. And I guess we'll continue seeing how well we can do as an expansion team. Rough. Honestly, since we're kind of contending to be awful, I'm not going to spend a ton of money here. Alright, so Norris Cole will be our point guard. I was actually a big fan of his. Rackley, of course, going to be our big man. Dennis Johnson will slot in at shooting guard. Mikal Bridges, and we'll go with Bowman. Unless there's a good free agent signing here as we enter our last season. I think Boston's probably going to win. I picked up 3 wins at the trade deadline. We're not too bad. I mean, we're not making the playoffs, but we're miserable actually. All right. I'm guessing Boston's like undefeated or something. No, they're just in the middle of the pack. But clearly, I've established the legend of Boston that you must establish in all BBGM leagues. Or in all honesty, any GM game, you should always make Boston the best team. Because what else are you doing? All right, so Boston did win the first championship without me. So my team was so good that it carried on my legacy. But Donick, the Donick age has come. So Donick averages a triple double in the finals, but does not win Finals MVP or MVP. Though I wonder, did he average a triple double during the season? He did, and he didn't win MVP. That's some James Harden stuff right there. Maybe Russell Westbrook. I got the second overall pick because I'm a meme. All right, so I will not get Kristaps Porzingis, and I'm gonna be a meme myself, and I'm gonna take Anthony Randolph. I'm actually a fan of Anthony Randolph's. Like I thought he'd become a superstar, and he didn't, but he was still exciting whenever he played. My team was awful last season, so none of you guys are coming back. Probably should have brought back Bowman, but it is what it is. Nobody wants to sign with me either. That's cool. Wow, this is what it feels like to be one of the worst teams in the league. Cool. I'm blessed. I'm just going to see if people want to do salary dumps, because I'll take on your horrible players, I guess. Not really. I can pick up Jerry Sheesting, and I'll totally do that. Sheesting was on the Celtics. Names you recognize from Scrubs. Always pick them up. I guess I'll pay Bowman a decent penny. Let's see. Garherd could be solid for us. Damn, can't even sign Karif Serafine. I feel like I'm overpaying for every player, but I'm not. It's weird. Alright, so I did not get good progs. Rackley, Beadrins. I think Edney was solid previously. Chandler Parsons, the meme himself. I do hope he has a full recovery, though. I was a fan of his. Granted, I know he didn't work out super well on his big deal, but he was solid before then. So we'll run with Randolph, Mustaf, Rackley, Dennis Johnson, Norris Cole. Another bad season, here we come. But that will be for next episode. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. I did the Auerbach challenge. I won. See if you guys can do it as well. And let me know. Definitely post those on Reddit if you can. And link this video. And yeah, good luck. Go Celtics. And thank you, Dumbair, for such a great game.